What is going on, guys? Sinister here, back with another SMITE video, and we are taking a look at the new god Hachiman, probably Hachiman or something like that. He is a Japanese hunter. This is the SMITE PTS. If you didn't know, that is available right now. They released the PTS like an hour after the patch was released, which was super fast for them because sometimes it didn't come out for days. So yeah, this is the new god. Looks pretty badass. I mean, you can tell right off the get-go it's a Japanese god, and that's one of the cool things about it. So yeah, he is Japanese. We'll take a look at his skins and his voice pack, and then we'll jump into a training camp, not training camp, that is Madden. You know what I mean. We'll take a look at his abilities and stuff. So let's listen to his voice pack.
Completed. Yes, I have returned. Oops, I'm returning left lane.
Nothing special to me. Very, very standard Japanese voice pack. You could find the same thing with, I don't know, let's go to all the Japanese gods.
On my way.
And they probably sound very similar. Who does he actually sound like? He sounds like Zhang Kuei.
Enemy missing left. Enemies have returned.
He sounds a lot like, in fact, let me go check this out real quick before we jump into this. Tell me this doesn't sound like him.
Curses. Enemies at Gold Fury. I will defend. Fire giant.
That's the same exact thing. But I mean, you see that a lot. Bellona, Athena, and some other goddess seem to, I mean, when you have this many gods, it can only do so much. But regardless, we'll take a look at his recolor here too. I thought it was green in the picture, but this doesn't look green. No, not at all. But anyway, still cool recolor. We'll take a look now. We already did the voice pack. We've done that. He is a ranged hunter, obviously. Oop, I'm moving things around here. But yeah, okay. Let's take a look at his abilities and stuff. So we're gonna jump into a practice, and we'll.
I will win peace by force.
Okay, and we are back, and it is Hachiman. That is how you say it. That is how they said it. So we're gonna call him Hachiman. Into level 5 real quick. Still gotta do keybinds for this. Actually, no, I think I do. Take a look at his basics real quick. Actually, we gotta do jump animation for everything. Okay, so nothing special there. I love the sound effects, though. That just sounds like a bow and arrow. That's an archer sound right there. What if his... Okay, so they're just regular arrows. They come out super slow, though. At least they look like they do. I don't know. These effects here. Pretty cool end effect there. We'll take a look at what his one does. This is the stimulant. You get 3 shots here. Does it go out of time? No, so you get 3 shots permanently. Or does it fire? 1. No, okay, so I get 3 shots with this. And that's the little dragon. If you remember the leak that happened last week, or 2 weeks ago, would be, this is what you saw. You saw those 3 dragons. Now, the cooldown does not reset until all 3 are fired. Take a look. I'm going to go through his abilities, and I'll tell you what each one does. So we'll look at his 2. This is where you place down the war flag. It's going to do damage. It gives you an attack speed buff, and it's going to give your allies an attack speed buff if they walk in it. So, like that. Puts damage that. You can see you can get out of it if you see it come down, but it comes pretty quickly, so you're probably... Yeah, leave down the jokes, I know. Comes pretty quickly. But you're not going to be able to really get out of it. His 3 is the Susanoo-esque ability. This is a dash and an area effect at the end. So it's a double damage. If I dash through and, you know, right here. If I hit the dash, which is the line part that you see, and the area effect is a circle at the end, obviously. So if I can hit both of them, I can do double damage. I'm going to hit just the dash first. I'll show you what that does. Do some damage right there, and then that'll be the end. I'm going to go reset the cooldown so I can show you the double damage and what that'll look like real quick. And so if you just got to kind of merge where, you know, they meet, so somewhere like right here. And now you hit the area effect. And now we'll get into the abilities, obviously, but if you hit both of them, it does stun them for a little bit. Take a look at his ultimate. Completely unfair. Don't even want to talk about it. You see this cone? That is the range of fire you have. Keep that in mind. So let's pop the ult now. You get to control where you go on this horse, and you can go freely. Does not last very long, though. Interesting. So basically, you jump on the horse, you ride around, you get 1 arrow to fire. That arrow does buku damage, and it does damage to anybody in the cone. So anybody inside that cone, it's going to do damage to. We'll take a look at that again.
You will not escape my justice.
1 shot. Anybody that was in the cone. Let's look at his abilities now. Is it? That's the item store. That's not what I wanted. We'll just do this. There we go. I don't know the keybind for abilities yet. So his 1 will be the stimulant that I was talking about. That is going to do extra damage. Damage within 55 oh, that's what it is. It decreases the farther away you are. So if you're within 55 units, you're going to do 10 to 25 damage. If you are beyond 55 units, you'll deal 0 to 15. So if you're on level 1 of this and you're beyond 55 units, you're not going to deal any damage. So you got to make sure you keep that in mind. And you also get 2 extra fires on the last 2 levels of this. His second ability, the banner that you saw, going to place it down. The damage it does is 85 to 305, which is pretty good. Gives you an attack speed buff, scaling from 5% to 15%, and then your allies if they step inside the circle, and it lasts for up to 6 seconds. The dash is going to do 40 to 160 per hit, so ideally, plus your scaling obviously, ideally you could do 320 damage, plus the scaling, which is really good, and the ultimate is going to do 225 to 245 damage, also slows up to 45%, and lasts 1.5 seconds on the slow. So now that we have all of the abilities, you know, kind of got them down, let's take a look at them again. Do on Odinbot real quick and show you what that looks like. So there's his basic attacks. Take a look at the 1. Let's see if we're close, what that'll do. 49 damage. Now if we get really far away, up to 55 units, so we'll be right here. Oh no, it still does 49. This should be 0. Ah, this is where it'll be 0. No, it's still 49. It's 55 units and above. And that's 55 units. Obviously, we have the scale there, so maybe that's bugged. Maybe that's not actually doing 0 damage. Let's try that one more time. We might have found just Smite's first bug here. So this is the very end that we can possibly do, and it's still doing damage. So I think that is a bug with him right now. That should be doing 0, and honestly, anything up to here should be doing 0. That should be 0, and this should be 49. But regardless, that is what the ability looks like. Let's look at the 2. You can place it anywhere. You got a pretty good range for it. It's going to do the damage, and it's going to slow down. Gives you the attack speed buff, so we'll just look at this, and then we'll keep firing, and then it goes out. Actually, the attack speed on the side is 1.07 without it, and keybinds, 1.12 with it, so it does increase it a little bit. Obviously, we don't have any items, and we're a low level, so it's not going to be that drastic. The 3, we already kind of looked at. We knew what that would do. Let's see the stun. And they're stunned. Right, so that's a good initiator, too. If you can land both of them, imagine hitting them with your 2, dashing in, having a stimulant ready. You know, dash in, stun them real quick, turn around, pop, pop, pop. Obviously, we're going to have higher attack speed the more levels we go. But you could really do some damage while using that stun efficiently. Only problem with that is you don't have a getaway then. But if you're chasing somebody or something like that, that's a good. Let's say they're running from you. Chase them down. Or wrong button. Chase them down. Stun them. Boom, boom, boom. If they're running for you, they're probably already close to death anyway. So after that stun, a couple basics will probably kill them. One thing to keep in mind, his 1 procs item abilities, and it procs crit as well. So this is just extra damage. It doesn't take away item effects and crit, anything like that. The 4, we'll check out one more time. We already kind of know what that does. There's nothing extra there. Let's just look at the whole duration, see how long you run. If there's any indicator to when it runs out. Doesn't seem like there is, but you never know. His passive I didn't go into. His passive basically gives him mana. You see each stack here, or each basic attack will give me mana, and it refreshes for each hit. You can stack up to 5 times. Let's actually look at the whole thing. So hitting an enemy with basics energizes him, granting him a stack of mana per 5. Stacks up to 5 times, lasts 8 seconds. You get 30, so 36... Oh, sorry, that's his basic. Sorry, over here. 2 plus 0.3 per level. So say you're level 20. We'll just say max out 20 times... That's math right now. You get the gist of what his passive does. Very, very unique god. I'm going to go put some items on him real quick and just kind of see the damage that he puts out. I don't know what I'm going to get. We'll get Warrior, Executioner, Wind Demon, Deathbringer. Since he can proc crit, I feel like crit will be good on him. I don't know. Let's just do Titan's Bane Malice. Let's go with the recommended. That's probably not what you would do, but we'll look at what he does. 604 on crits. Pretty good. 620. Let's look at what the 1 active. Okay. So you can see the noticeable difference there, obviously. Let's look at the 2. Not bad. And take a look at the dash. It does 119, and that's what I'm talking about right there. That move. You can dash, get the stun. Let's kind of look at what a full combo would look like. If we can even hit it, I don't know. I guess you would have the 1 up and ready to go. Put your 2 down.
Right there.
Dash in, stun, turn around. 1, 2, 3. Probably something like that. I mean, if that doesn't kill him, I don't know what will. But yeah, that is the god, guys. I think he's going to be crazy. He's got all the tools he needs. He's got 2 good lane clear, in all honesty. Now, hold on. Do all of these shots go through minions? That will... Let's find that out real quick. No. So it only hits 1 minion at a time. So scratch that. 1 lane clear. The lane clear is going to be his 2. We're at level 5. Let me see what these minions spawn real quick and see how the lane clear actually is. Obviously, we have items and stuff, but I'm just curious. Okay, so even at level 20... with all these items, it doesn't clear. I don't know how well the lane clear is going to be. Maybe that is his downside. He can't clear well. We'll have to see how he works in game. But that is going to wrap it up, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe for more videos like this. Be on the lookout for the skins that will be coming out very shortly. And until next time, peace.